Okay. Can everybody see that photo which I have shared in the group?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So one by one, I will be asking the question to everyone that why do you want to join Indian Army or why do you want to become an officer in the Indian Army? Before that, I will guide you what exactly and why this question is being asked. सबसे पहले इम्पोर्टेंट कि आप चाहे गवर्नमेंट जॉब की प्रिपरेशन करें, चाहे प्राइवेट जॉब की करें, चाहे फौज की करें, दिस इज द मोस्ट बेसिक क्वेश्चन जो कहीं भी आपसे पूछा जाएगा कि अगर आप किसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का पार्ट बनना चाहते हो तो क्यों बनना चाहते हो, वॉट डू यू सी ज्वाइनिंग द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. अब यहाँ पे दो पर्सपेक्टिव हो सकते हैं. पहला कि आप जब फौज ज्वाइन करोगे या आप जब ऑफिसर बनोगे तो आप अपने लिए सोचोगे कि मेरे लाइक माय फैमिली विल गेट बेटर फैसिलिटीज, माय फैमिली विल गेट बेटर हेल्थ फैसिलिटीज, माय फैमिली विल बी सिक्योर्ड, आई विल बी गेटिंग अ बेटर पे, ओके, आई विल बी हैविंग एडवेंचरस लाइफ, आई विल बी एबल टू प्ले स्पोर्ट्स. ये सारे आपके पर्सनल रीजंस हैं टू जॉइन आर्मी, नेवी और एयरफोर्स और टू बिकम एन ऑफिसर, विच इज़ अ वेरी वैलिड रीज़न. आज के ज़माने में अगर आप ये बोलोगे कि मुझे देश सेवा करनी है, बलिदान हो जाना है, एस एफ ज्वाइन करनी है, दिस फील्स वेरी वैग आंसर, बिकॉज वहाँ पे दे एक्चुअली वॉन्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड वॉट ड्राइव्स यू टू ज्वाइन द फोर्सेस और टू बिकम एन ऑफिसर. Because since you guys are already in army, just a second. Somebody is
Mishra
unmuted.
muted.
Good evening, sir. Good.
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, somebody is unmuted. If you can mute. Okay, thank you. So now the concept is, you have to understand कि जो आपके पर्सनल रीजंस हैं दे आर वेरी वेरी वैलिड एंड जेन्युइन. आज के ज़माने में कोई भी जस्ट इमोशनल होके नहीं ज्वाइन करेगा आर्मी, नेवी और एयरफोर्स. Secondly, as we discussed on the very first day, we have to be logical, practical and observational in our approach and answers. तो आपको एक ऐसा ही आंसर देना है जो कि आपकी लाइफ से रिलेट करता है. सो द फर्स्ट थिंग इज इंडिविजुअल पैरामीटर्स, सेकेंड थिंग इज फैमिली, थर्ड इज बेटर फैसिलिटीज, एंड यू कैन कंटिन्यू योर ओन आई वुड से हॉबीज और इंटरेस्ट और पैशन, वॉट एवर इट इज. नाउ थर्ड पार्ट कि now you have decided what you want from army, becoming an officer, but what you can give it to army in return, that is what is different. Like if I will give you my example, when this question was asked to me, I answered it that sir, I have done btech mechanical engineering, my academics has been very strong since class 10th only, and I have filed 2 patents in my college. Considering everything, I believe that I will be an important asset for the army, because right now army is going through a transition of development. We used to have old infrastructure, we used to have old technologies. Right now under Make in India initiative, Indian Army is also focusing on new technologies, new development. We have started building our equipments in India only. And I believe I can be an asset because I have that technical mindset. Now, this aligns with my academics, because जब वो मेरे academics को देखेगा, मेरे 10th में अच्छे मार्क्स थे, 12th में अच्छे मार्क्स थे, बीटेक के सारे सेमेस्टर में अच्छे मार्क्स थे, 2 पेटेंट मैंने फाइल किए हैं. सो वॉट एवर आई एम सेइंग इज गेटिंग अलाइंड विद माई प्रोफाइल. आई होप आप सभी रिलेट कर पा रहे हैं. Correct? So what you can give in return is actually needed. When I gave for I went for SSB for TES entry, NDA entry. उस टाइम मैं बड़े इमोशनल आंसर्स देता था या वैग आंसर्स देता था, लाइक okay, so why do you want to join army? Sir, I want to join army because an army officer lives by chance, loves by choice and kills by profession. Now this is a very vague answer, correct? So ऐसे इमोशनल और वैग आंसर्स नहीं देने, बिकॉज आई एम गेटिंग नथिंग फ्रॉम योर प्रोफाइल. सो अब आप सब के लिए ये रीजन डिफरेंट हो सकता है. लाइक फॉर राहुल, राहुल के लिए सबसे बड़ा रीजन हो सकता है फैमिली लेगेसी. हिज ग्रैंडफादर वाज इन आर्मी, हिज फादर वाज इन आर्मी, हिज ब्रदर इज इन आर्मी, व्हाई नॉट राहुल ऑल्सो? Secondly, his grandfather or father might have retired as NCO or JCO. Rahul wants to change the legacy and Rahul wants to become an officer in the Indian Army, changing the legacy of his family, his clan. Now, this is the most strongest reason Rahul has, because it relates with his profile. The interviewing officer will be able to relate where Rahul is coming from, what mindset he is carrying, he is having a passion, and उसका जो answer है वो है logical, observational and practical. Similarly, for Tony, Tony is very good in sports. He has been playing basketball. He is good in academics. So maybe for Tony, it can be like he wants to play sports further. When he will become an officer, definitely he will be getting better facilities. He will be getting better exposure in playing, in representing his or her his country, and above all, he will be able to build a team. Right now, Tony is just a player, but army is all about leadership. Tomorrow, Tony can be a person who can lead the team, lead the Indian, basketball team. That is the opportunity Tony will get as an officer. So that is the I would say reason for Tony to join Indian Army as an officer or to become an officer. Similarly, for everyone, you all will be having your own personal reasons. हो सकता है कि आप आपके पूरे गांव में या आपके पूरे सिटी में अभी तक कोई फौज में नहीं गया या कोई ऑफिसर नहीं है. अगर आप बन जाओगे तो यू विल बी द फर्स्ट वन. इट विल बी अ प्राउड मोमेंट
Sir,
फॉर योर विलेज. यस.
sir, sir. In my village also, many involved in the defense forces, paramilitary forces, but in my
Yes.
village, no one officer.
Exactly. So this is a very great reason that, sir, in my village there are so many people in defense, but nobody has become an officer so far. So I want to change that track. I want to create a legacy where people from my village can start thinking that they can also become an officer, and you will be an inspiration for your own village, right? सो दिस इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन. जो फोटो मैंने आपको भेजी है उसके अंदर देर इज अ टेक्निक विच वी यूज, वाई, 5 वाई एनालिसिस, जिसको हम फिश बोन प्रिंसिपल भी कहते हैं कॉर्पोरेट में. नाउ 5 वाई एनालिसिस के अंदर हम क्या करते हैं, हम हर एक सवाल के पीछे वाई जानते हैं. जैसे जेपी, व्हाट इज योर रीजन टू ज्वाइन आर्मी, टेल मी.
So my primary reason to join army was my grandfather only because he was a retired soldier from Madras as well. So in childhood, I used to hear a lot of stories from him of whatever he did in army. So it was the primary motivation for me to join army. Then after that, sir, Mumbai attack was happened while I was in 8th standard. And I still remember Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan was got martyred in the attack, and he was from Kerala. And at that time, a lot of news, everything was going on, and it also inspired me a lot. There was a time when I was keeping the photos of Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan, Tukaram Ambale, and uh, DGP Vijay Salaskar in my purse. So these all things groomed me like that, sir. My only choice was only in army. I had no other choice or anything.
All right. Now, when you will answer, always ask why. So, why army? Because of my grandfather. So why my grandfather? Because my grandfather was also in army. Try to ask yourself that why question 5 times to dig deep to get a practical reason. Okay. So this technique will help you in understanding and identifying the real reason of becoming, of becoming an officer in the Indian Army. That applies for everyone. We will practice this question. And here you can give four, I would say four reasons. Like, let's say Hemant. Hemant has born and brought up in Mahu. It's an army cantonment. Similarly, he has studied in army public school. Then he must have seen people in uniform because Mahu is all about army, right? 3 training academies are there. So the background where you are coming from, द फैमिली यू हैव, लाइक राहुल के लिए वो कंसिडर कर सकते हैं, जेपी आपके लिए कर सकते हैं कि द फैमिली अपब्रिंगिंग, राइट. देन योर पर्सनल अपब्रिंगिंग, लाइक जेपी यू टोल्ड मी दैट वन इंसिडेंट इंस्पायर्ड यू. Similarly, many of the candidates say that, sir, watching Laksh movie inspired us, right? Now, that can be a personal reason. That is what you need to give. These are the 3 factors. Now, what you can give to army. So that means kal hoke, like JP, let's say tomorrow when you will become an officer, what you will do, what changes you think you will be able to do in the army. Yes, please answer.
Changes in army, sir, or what I wish to do.
What you wish to do. Yes.
So after being an officer in army, I wish presently I am posted at Army Adventure Knowledge Center.
Mhm.
After being an officer in army, I wish to come back to army adventure knowledge center as the OC, and I wish to do some daredevil activities which has not been tried till now by the team. For example, flying above the sea and flying above Kargil high altitude areas. So, and also, sir, I wish to be in core of signals only, and I wish to do a lot of things for my signals also.
All right. Now, two things. So, when you are giving that answer, you need to ask two questions. Why? So, first, why? That if you plan to do any adventurous activities which hasn't been done yet, have you done such activities in your past? If yes, then very good. If not, then you will have to identify a better one. Secondly, you wish to be core of signals, very very good, because you want to stick with your clan, with your tribe, right? नाउ इन कोर ऑफ सिग्नल्स डेफिनेटली आपने जो प्रोफेशनल कोर्सेज किए होंगे, डिप्लोमा कोर्सेज किए होंगे, कुछ ना कुछ टेक अपग्रेड किया होगा, सो यू कैन बी एन एसेट टू कोर ऑफ सिग्नल्स, राइट? बिकॉज आपके पास वो नॉलेज है, लाइक अगर आप लोगों की 10-12 साल की सर्विस हो गई है, डेफिनेटली यू आर एन एसेट फॉर द कोर ऑफ सिग्नल्स. नाउ you will return that favor, you will return that learning to core of signals in what sense? आप क्या क्या डेवलपमेंट्स लाओगे कोर ऑफ सिग्नल्स में, उस पर आपको सोचना है, राइट? So first is what you want to achieve in as a personal goal. Second is give back to the army when you will become an officer, right? इन दो पैरामीटर्स पे हमें सोचना है. Okay. So now what we will do, I will give you 5 minutes. Try to think of the whatever we have discussed. Try to write your answers in 5 to 6 lines, and then we will hear from everyone. Okay. So take 5 minutes. Right now your time starts. It's
Sir,
9:17.
sir, only one question.
Only
Why are
one
you?
question. Yes. Why do you want to become an officer in Indian Army? For students like the non-serving candidates, why do you want to become an officer in Indian Army? Okay. For serving candidates, the question is why do you want to become an officer in the Indian Army? Because you are already serving. So I will give you 5 minutes. Try to write your answers in 5 to 6 lines, and then we will discuss every answer. And just one hint. So far we have been discussing about OLQs. So try to relate your answer with some of the OLQs, like you are a problem solver, like you are responsible, right? So try to relate it with such OLQs as well. Hello Akshara, I hope you have joined. I saw you this morning.
Yes,
Okay.
Jain sir.
Jai Hind. So yeah, others are writing the answer for why do you want to become an officer in the Indian Army? Okay. So right now everybody is writing. So you can also write the answer for yourself, and then we will discuss. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, last 1 minute, everyone. Okay, time up. Now, hope everybody has completed. All right. So now we will be discussing the answers one by one. I can see Karan as first. Karan, let's start with you. Why do you want to become an officer in the Indian Army?
Uh, Sir, I want to become an officer because I want to be the inspiration for my colleagues and the boys from my village. And also, in my 13 years of service, I have uh, observed officers so closely because I work with the officers very closely, and I see how they stay calm in under pressure and how they take decision effectively. In my service, I have consciously developed their skills in me, and I think I am ready to take a high responsibility and contribute more effectively to the nation. And also, I want to be the leader because I want to lead the troop from the front because at my rank, I am just only the part of execution, but I want to be the part of planning. And at
Okay.
last but not the least, the handsome salary we get from being an officer that will improve my living also.
All right. Very good. So three good points and two which we have to improve. First, are you not your inspiration? Like, are you not the inspiration for your villagers or your colleagues now? You must be, right?
Yes,
Because
yes,
wherever you are coming from, you are always an inspiration for your villagers or your friends or colleagues, right? So that is something the interviewing officer can ask you the same. So Karan, don't you think that you are still an inspiration, right? So that is the
yes, sir.
point where you need to think again. So dig deep, okay? Research more about it. Secondly, uh, you have written it or you have mentioned it very clearly that becoming an officer gives you a better pay and a better lifestyle, and you also want the same, right? Now that tells us that you are aspiring. Rahul, if you can please go on mute. Rahul and Prithvi. Yes. So Karan, that's what I was saying. It tells about your aspiration, right? And it is very important for a person to think, to aspire, to imagine and to have dreams. So that tells a good thing about you. Thirdly, you said that right, you have been part of the execution. Now you want to be the part of leadership, right? So that means it is very, very good and a very good reason that you have identified that you have leadership qualities. Correct? Now, one more thing you can add is you have served 13 years already in Core of Signals, right? You must have learned something, some tech, some knowledge, some skill set, correct? Now, right now, work assigned to you, right? But you want to become an officer so that whatever you have learned in 13 years of service, you can also guide the troops for the same, right? Yes. So
Yes,
that
sir.
is something कि जो आपने सीखा है you need to give back. करेक्ट, ये चीज आपने ऐड
Yes, sir.
करनी है. एंड दूसरा जो आपने बोला इंस्पिरेशन, यस दैट कैन बी अ पॉसिबिलिटी. जैसे मान लीजिए आपका जो गांव है वहां पे कोई ऑफिसर नहीं था, कोई फौज में नहीं गया. यू हैव चेंज द लेगेसी और यू वांट टू क्रिएट द लेगेसी. द द पर्पज इज वेरी गुड, बट उसको आपको थोड़ा सा बेटर सोचना है. आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
यस. ओके.
मैं
ऑल
लिखा
राइट.
था सर कि देयर इज नो एनी ऑफिसर्स इन माय विलेज एंड आई वांट टू बी द
हाँ, तो ऐसे ही
एग्जांपल फॉर
चीज से स्टार्ट करनी है कि सर, द विलेज फ्रॉम वेयर आई कम, देयर हैज बीन नो ऑफिसर्स टिल नाउ. Having served in 13 years in the army, I want to change the legacy and I got the opportunity, so I am here. This is the first reason. So definitely वो चीज आपके लिए बैकग्राउंड में एक्ट करेगी. अल्टीमेटली एक व्यक्ति की पर्सनैलिटी में 5 चीजें इंपॉर्टेंट होती है। पहला, वेयर ही वॉज बॉर्न एंड ब्रॉट अप, वेयर वॉज हिज अपब्रिंगिंग, वेयर वर
Yes,
हिज
sir.
फ्रेंड्स, अबाउट हिज फैमिली एंड द पर्सन हिमसेल्फ। और यही 5 चीजों का टेस्ट हो रहा है हर जगह, चाहे वो साइक हो, चाहे वो इंटरव्यू हो, चाहे वो जीटी हो। तो आपको आपका आंसर भी इन्हीं लाइंस पे प्रिपेयर करना है, राइट। एंड जब आज हम लोग ये एक्सरसाइज कर लेंगे, हमारा वाई क्लियर होगा, हम लोगों का एस डी आप लोगों ने कर लिया है। Now you will be able to think about your blank story, which I will guide further. Okay. So yeah, try to improve your answers. You have given good points. एक दो improvement है वो आप try करिए. Okay, Jay, if you
Yes.
are there,
Yes.
please go ahead.
Sir, my reason to join Indian Army as an officer, it has some has many reasons, but a few of those are: first, since my childhood, I was an outdoor and adventure activity lover kind of kid. So at one point when we have to decide our profession or our career, I had seen and researched that army will be the most suitable profession which can provide me that lifestyle which I love to be in. Secondly, second reason goes like this: that in my childhood, when I was on Raksha Bandhan break, when while traveling to my maternal uncle's place at Indore, me and my family was riding through Mahu cantonment. At that time, military police had stopped us just because my father was not wearing a helmet. So they they stopped everyone who is not obeying the rules. So that incident, after that, the officer came and they gave my father a punishment that you have to water the garden from the well. So this incident raised a question in my mind that when police officer in a civil in Indore or any city caught us without helmet, they just charge money and let us go. But in this region, particular region, where an army officer does not want money and does not treat anybody especially, they they treated us like all the other who are not obeying the rule. So this quality of that officer has somewhat stuck in my mind, which I also want to be at the same place, like not treating anybody special or treating everybody at a equal level. If they have committed the uh, they had disobeyed the rules or they have committed any uh, wrong activity, you should be treated likewise and same. So this quality of that officer has shaped my has stuck in my mind, and I also want to be the same as if I get a chance to be an officer in the Indian Armed Forces.
Okay. So, Jay, that is very good. You have identified a very, strong point, or I would say you can relate it with your OLQ. So, army is a place where there is no partiality. No matter where you are coming from, which place you are coming from, what is your social status, how much money do you carry. There is no partiality in any sense, and that is the reason you want to become the part of this big family, and it is a very good reason to join. Try to relate it with your OLQ also. That will be really very good. Okay. Now, first thing, that you need to write your answers, because I thought that you were thinking and speaking, right? Because there were gaps in between. So try to write your answer, and then you will be feeling much comfortable in speaking. Okay.
Yes, sir. So
Okay.
actually, I have a problem with this English fluency. That's why
Don't
it's
worry. That
slightly
is
problem.
something we everybody has. So like even I have it, and everybody here is having the same issue. We all come from Hindi heartland families, so that's totally fine. But yes, good part is you were confident and you spoke. You did not give up. So that is a good part. Okay. Okay, JP, you can go ahead.
So I was enrolled in Army in 2013, and in these 13 years, my seniors have helped me to imbibe the leadership qualities as an officer should have. I have never let my seniors down, and I feel that I can contribute more better if I become an officer. Also, Corps of Signals have invested 4 years in training me in my trade, and being an officer in Corps of Signals will help me to make my corps excel in new communication systems. Also, sir, I am an adventure flyer of Indian Army, and being an officer will help me to do some adventure activities that nobody has been ever tried. Also, sir, in my village there are no officers till now, and there are only OR and JCO. So, if I be an officer, I can be a pathbreaker in my village and change the mindset of everyone so that they can also think that they can also do something. And coming to sir, personal aspirations, if I become an officer, I can give better education to my child, and also my parents should not want to wait at MH and CSD. So these are the reasons for me to be an officer. Sir. That's why I think I can
Definitely.
be.
Yes, really good answer. Like, honestly saying, I have goosebumps. So this is good that whatever you are speaking from heart, and that's what you need to reflect when you are speaking in front of the interviewing officer. Now, one update I would like, just one change I would like to suggest is you want to lead, right? So since you all are already serving, the one most important part of for all of you should be leading, right? So let's say tomorrow you lead a skydiving or a free fall. Right now you would just be participating, correct? But tomorrow when you will become an officer, you can lead, right? Like Brigadier Saurabh Singh Shekhawat, he has led so many Everest and other camps, right? Other mountaineering expeditions. Tomorrow, when you will become an officer, you will get a chance to lead those people and conduct those activities, right? Rest all was really good. You can just keep the answer natural, as in don't say first, second, third, or fourth, or don't mention personal aspirations. You can just keep it very natural. Rest all is very good to go. Okay, so you have a solid reason to become an officer in the Indian Army. It reflects from your answer. Yeah. Okay. Tony, please go ahead.
As I want to become an officer in the Indian Army. I have two reasons. One the personal and the other is the professional. Because I want to set a standard for my next generation to overcome my limits. The second reason is that officers are the decision makers of the army. As a technical qualified soldier with the 12 years hands-on experience in radio sets, exchange and networking, I can guide and lead my troops to have professional competence and excellence. As a paratrooper, along with the professional excellence, I can motivate my troops to stay in shape too. Moreover, I can be a role model for the troops I lead.
All right, very good.
That's it.
Any personal aspiration?
So aspiration is something related to sports. The movie
Sports.
Bhag
So yeah,
Mishra Bhag.
you can definitely include that. So you are an excellent basketball player. Right now, you must be having like you must be part of some team. Tomorrow, when you will become
Exactly.
an officer, you can lead your team, right? You can be maybe the
Uh,
captain of basketball team. You can represent Indian Army in international forums, right? So,
so
uh,
that was the reason why I joined the army, and this is the
mhm.
reason why I want to become an officer. The both are different,
Yeah,
right?
so here, no, right now you need to answer why you want to become an officer in Indian Army.
Yes,
Now,
yes,
when you joined Army, your basketball skills have improved because you got the
yes, yes,
opportunity, you got the infrastructure, you got the coaching,
yes, yes,
and then you improved. Right now,
yes, yes,
your skill set is very good. On a personal
yes,
level, you definitely would want to go beyond that, you know, represent yourself in national or international events. Right
yes,
now as a soldier you can just be a part of the team, right? But tomorrow when you will become an officer you will have a chance to lead the team and make Indian Army proud by participating in international events, right? So this is something you can mention, and it will
yes,
reflect from your PIQ, it will reflect from your interview, and it will reflect from your psych also, because definitely you would be mentioning such things, right? That's why I have been suggesting everyone that try to write stories, try to create incidents from your own life. That's how it will be able
yes.
to relate. Okay, it's a very good answer. Just include this basketball part, rest all is good.
Right, sir. Sir, thank you, sir.
Okay, Prateek, please go ahead.
Hello, sir.
Yes, hello, please go ahead.
Sir, no one has ever been an officer from my hometown, so I think I could encourage others to join the forces too. And I have completed my graduation in geology, so I think that can help me in analyzing the terrains and also in the groundwater. So that would be helpful for the army. And during my CSE preparation, I also gained some good knowledge in various aspects such as economic and social. So that might also be helpful. And also, I am a fan of Indian Army cars. So that also motivated me because the towing capacity and the water endurance capacity of the cars, that's comparatively very high. So yes, sir.
Okay. So how can you contribute? See, if you love Indian Army cars and other automobile, how can you help? Have you done mechanical engineering? Just asking.
No, sir. I am just
Okay.
fond of them, but I completed my graduation in geology, sir.
Geology, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
see, now when you will say that you have completed your education in geology, the interviewing officer will be asking you, okay, so which arms or which service would you like to join? So any answer, repeat.
Sir, I can help in the sappers.
You can be part of SAPER. Okay. So
Yes,
now you have to research a little bit about SAPER. Your academic reason to join army is very good. You need to frame it in a little better way. Okay. Secondly, no one in your town has become an officer. That definitely can be a reason. Where are you from originally?
Alirajpur, sir.
Alirajpur, and
That's
where you're
250.
currently living?
Alirajpur, sir, right
Okay,
now.
there only you live in. Okay. Any army cantonment or anything? Any army establishment near?
No, sir. Mahu is the closest one.
Mahu is the closest one. Okay.
That's nearly 250 kilometers.
Okay.
Yes.
So try to understand. So like, where did you get to know that okay, this exam exists like CDS or SSB? How did you get to know? Through your seniors, brother, sister, father, anyone?
Sir, one of my friends, while I was preparing for the civil services,
Hmm.
he told me about the SSB process.
Okay. So
Yes, sir.
why SSB and why not civil services?
Sir, I am preparing for that also.
Hmm. So see, that is the difference. Now you have to be very, very sure because interviewing officer will grill you here. That okay, so why you want to join army? Army is full of pressure. Army is full of full of workload. Here you will not get time to sleep. Here you will not get time to spend time with your family. But if you will be an IAS tomorrow, you will be posted to very good cities, having big bungalows. Your family will get better life. So why not civil services? Why army?
Sir, I am opting for IPS, so I think that's a more or less a similar kind of profession.
Mhm. Why IPS and why not IAS?
Uh, Sir, mainly because most of my relatives have been into the state police services, so I want some
Okay.
uniform job.
So now, see, I asked you four why, and I got one reason, that is uniform, right?
Yes,
So, since maximum of your family members have been into state police, you have seen uniform from childhood. And when you grew older, you got to know about joining Indian Army, right? And Indian Army is also a uniformed service, and that's how you can frame your answer, which is more relatable. Okay.
yes, sir.
Yes. And when it comes to choosing IAS or army, you need to find the reason. Right now, what I believe, the reason is still not clear. Okay. So you need
Yes,
to identify and you need to have a crystal clear answer why army and why not IAS. Okay. Because
okay,
right
sir.
now you know the difference between IAS and IPS. Like why IPS, why not IAS? Because sir, I have seen the uniform from from my childhood, and I want to wear the uniform, right? So your IAS versus IPS difference is clear, but IPS versus army is not clear. Okay, so think more
Okay.
on it. Okay, Prajwal, please go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So the
please go ahead.
incident that motivated me first was an alumni visit in our school. His name was Major Ranjan Jha, and he was in Assam Rifle. And the way he carried himself, he gave a motivational speech with confidence and motivated me a lot. After that, slowly I got to know more about armed forces, the brotherhood that is there, the lifestyle that force provide to us and to our family. And I think my experience working in Bell will beneficial for the forces, as I have a good knowledge of the radar system and will be having a good listening with the BL.
Okay. So first thing, one thing I will make clear, Prajwal. So your
Yes.
life will be hell in army, even if you will become an officer. You can ask your fellow friends here. Your family will definitely have a secured life, better health facilities, other facilities. But your life will always be difficult, because army is a place
Like,
where there will always be challenges. There will always be responsibilities.
yes.
There will always be something at stake. So
Like, sir,
army.
with lifestyle, I just not only mean ki jo regular lifestyle, but like
Mhm.
having a adventurous life. Have like then there is part of like camaraderie wala jo lifestyle. Like you have your buddies with you all the time. You
Mhm.
have people with you all the time, and the fitness wala ki you are active wherever you go. Just jo bhi cantonment area you see people running. So there is this fitness
Okay.
teasing fitness wala lifestyle. So lifestyle with just that I don't just mean ki having a good life wala, but this all this.
Understood.
Yes.
Okay, so there is a difference. Your answer looks good. Just one, I would say, idea I want to give.
Yes.
There is a difference between infatuation and motivation, and there is a difference between motivation and routine. So infatuation is something when you see a movie and you feel very excited. You say that okay, now I will do it. The next morning you wake up, again it's neutral, right? So that is infatuation. That is a
Yes.
temporary thing. Motivation is something, it stays for a time but doesn't last long. So let's say you watch a movie Lakshya. You said, okay, you decided now I will join army, I will become an officer. The next morning you woke up, it was like, okay, it's fine. It was just an emotion. Now motivation, you have seen army people in Mahu cantonment, or let's say any other cantonment, and you feel that okay, you want to become an officer too. Now every time you see those people in uniform, you feel motivated to join army, but you are not working on yourself in the same line, in the same direction, correct? Third is the routine. So why routine? Routine is something, you see something, you imbibe. That means you wanted to become an officer, you imbibe those routine, those qualities, those physical challenges. So now when you will give this answer, interviewing officer will be having some cross questions that, okay, so what all fitness activities do you do? Do you run? Do you play any other sport? Have you done any trekking or any other sort of adventurous sports before? So you should have answers for the same, right? I
Yes,
hope
sir. I
Prajwal you
have.
are able to understand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have my answers for this.
Perfect. So that's how he will be able to relate. Okay. Secondly, you need to understand that whatever is your academics, see, फौज में अक्सर लोगों का मोटिव होता है कि एक बार ज्वाइन कर लेंगे तो पढ़ना नहीं पड़ेगा, बट लाइफ इज अदर वे. फौज ज्वाइन करने के बाद बहुत पढ़ना पड़ता है, so
Yes.
you will have to study a lot. So जो भी आपका academics है, that is something is your strength. Okay, you can actually build something, you can innovate something, you can research about something. Army is not just fighting. Army में DRDO भी आता है, army में intelligence भी आती है. There are so many other fields in army which are there, correct? So try to
Yes, sir.
frame your answer in a more relatable way. I hope you are able to understand.
Sir, last point I didn't understood.
Yeah, lastly, I said that try to relate your answers in a more better way. That means the framing needs to be more better. Right now, like when JP said, I said I have goosebumps. Reason being, the answer was so much relatable. Uh, when you were answering, it felt like you have prepared something. So try to feel the same. Try to feel that answer and then try to speak. Okay. So when you
Oh,
speak about this question, it should feel right. It should give a feeling that yes, you genuinely are interested and genuinely want to join Indian Army. Okay.
got it, sir. Got it.
Okay. Yes, Vishnu, please go ahead.
सर सर जो मैंने लिखा था,
Hmm.
I will be the first person to become an officer from the school that I have studied and from my social class.
and this achievement must be helped to motivate the youngsters. So that's the first point. And the second one was the being an officer, which helps me to indulge in a life with a learning atmosphere, which also strengthen my abilities. And the third one, and as a serving soldier, I can posture better physical stamina and mental strength that helps for grooming of the young men.
Okay. So now the interviewing officer will ask you. So don't you motivate youngsters now? You must be correct.
Yes, sir.
Secondly, don't you maintain the physical fitness and stamina now? You do maintain, correct?
Yes,
So
sir.
that means your reasons need to be more better. So whatever you are doing now, that will be a part when you will become an officer. Like your physical fitness, that will also be there when you will become an officer. That is there when you are right now as a soldier. Secondly, you still motivate young people, young students, whenever you would be going to your village or you meet your friends. Definitely, they would be feeling inspired. They would be feeling motivated, right? You don't need to become an officer for that. The reason why you want to become an officer is something different, right? Now try to identify the reason. The reason could be you want to give a better life to your family, your kids. The reason could be you want to do better as a leader. Right now you have learned so much from Forge in last 10, 12, 13 years.
Yes, sir.
Now,
One more point there. I have one more point.
okay, please.
Uh, as a serving person and a journey of core signals, the experience of 12 years service, I can understand the demand of the job and can execute the task assigned to me at the best of my ability and knowledge with the men.
Yes, so this is also a very good reason. So now since you have served 12 years in army in Corps of Signals, you can handle responsibilities, you can handle pressure, you can execute the task, and as an officer, these are the qualities which are important, correct? Tomorrow, let's say right now you are doing a task, tomorrow you will be able to lead the task, correct? So that leadership has to be there. That's it. I have gained knowledge. I can handle pressure. I can perform in high pressures. I right now I believe I have leadership skills. I have learned from my seniors. I would want to become an officer and I would like to lead and do more for the same. Correct. So try to include see these OLQs like responsibility, handling pressure, leadership. That will definitely help. And also try to include one personal note that could be again giving better life to your family or achieving something for yourself like in sports or in tech, whatever it is. Okay.
Surely, sir, I should surely add on the last point which is mentioned by the JP.
Yes, yes, definitely. And
That is the one.
lastly, when you will be answering, you need to keep it in a natural way. Don't write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just write it as in like just speak naturally. Okay. Okay. Yes. So your reasons to join are very good. You just need to frame it in a proper way. Okay.
Right, sir.
Okay. So then after Rahul, yes, please, Rahul, go ahead.
Sir, I would like to mention, sir, I am the third generation in the army, because my grandfather and my father also was also in army. My younger brother is also serving in the army. My father's elder brother also was also in army, and my cousin is also in air force. So that I have a legacy of the armed forces, and I want to change something in my legacy, because in my no one any officer rank in my family, but I want to change this legacy to become an officer in Indian Army. And sir, I would like to also mention that in my village there is in my village lot of people serving in the defense forces, but no one is still officer rank, because they have potential but they have no guidelines and right path. So that I have to change the legacy and become an officer. I want to give example and inspire them that they can do, because they have potential. And sir, I would like to also mention I have served in Indian Army since 2010. In my entire service within 16 years, I have I have learned lot of experience from my seniors, from my officers, because I have seen my officers about their decision taking ability, about their problem solving quality, and about their leadership qualities, so that I can realize right now I am also able to serve the nation with more responsibility, with to great responsibility. And I would like to also mention, sir, I am also dedicated to upgrade myself because I enrolled in the army in 2010 with in GD trade and with 12th pass. But during service, I completed my post graduation and I also remastered from GD trade to the clerk trade, and I also completed my office management course, so that I also I want to become an officer to upgrade myself, and to become an officer I can also provide good environment to my family and good facilities to my family. So that, sir, I want to become an officer.
Yes. So again, a very good and strong answer. First thing, your family legacy. You should start with this only, sir. My whole clan has been into armed forces, but nobody could become an officer. Not
Right,
because
sir.
they do not had the potential, but because they did not know about the opportunity, right? So I
Right, sir.
want to change and I want to create a legacy where I will become the first officer in my family and my village, and I will be able to guide the younger generations for the same.
Right,
Secondly,
sir.
I would also, in my, let's say, 16 years of service, I have learned a lot. I have done professional courses. I have worked under officers, and I have developed leadership qualities. I have developed, like whatever OLQs you would like to relate. So I believe now I can become a capable officer, where tomorrow I can lead a team and I can execute the task, whatever the tasks are. And thirdly, which you mentioned, you want to give a better life to your family, right? So that is how you need to say. Rahul, just one suggestion. So अभी जो आपने आंसर बोला वो मोस्ट प्रोबेबली आपने सोच सोच के बोला, करेक्ट?
Sir,
यस. सो दैट इज ओके सिंस वी आर प्रैक्टिसिंग नाउ, बट कोशिश करना है कि आपको एक आंसर लिख लेना है, राइट? नॉट मोर देन
right,
5 to 6 लाइन्स, बिकॉज इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर बोलने के लिए 5 to 6 लाइन इज मोर देन सफिशिएंट. 6 का 7 हो जाएगा तो दैट्स टोटली फाइन. तो एक बार ये आंसर को आप लिख लीजिए एंड देन व्हेन यू विल स्पीक इट विल बी मच बेटर, ओके? बट
I
द
can
रीजंस
mention.
आर वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग.
I can mention because I am enrolled in the army in GD, and right now I want to become an officer because I have changed my trade from GD to clerk trade.
So see, you can mention it in that way that, sir, when I joined, I know nothing. I just joined in general. But over the last 16 years, I gained knowledge. Okay, I gained skill set. I have worked under senior officers, and I have learned the skill set, the ability to handle pressure. I have learned, how to handle the things, responsibility. So इस तरह से आप उसको ऐड कर सकते हो कि जब आपने फौज ज्वाइन करी थी तब आपको बहुत कुछ नहीं आता था, बट इन लास्ट 16 ईयर्स आपने अपने कोर्सेज भी किए, जो भी आपका रहा हो, बैचलर्स हो, मास्टर्स हो, प्रोफेशनल कोर्सेज हो, टेक कोर्सेज हो. सो यू केप्ट ऑन अपग्रेडिंग योरसेल्फ, जो आपने मेंशन किया, राइट? सो
Yes,
उससे
sir.
भी दिखता है कि बंदा सीखना चाहता है, सो फौज में एक ही चीज जो सबसे ज्यादा जरूरी होती है वो होती है ट्रेनेबिलिटी. बंदा कैसा
Right,
भी हो चलेगा, उसको ट्रेन कर सकते हैं कि नहीं, दैट इज द क्वेश्चन दे वांट टू नो. सो
right, sir.
आपके बैकग्राउंड में वो दिखता है कि इस बंदे में सीखने की चाह है. दिस पर्सन
Right,
वांट्स टू लर्न बिकॉज आपने 16 साल में खुद को बहुत अपग्रेड किया. सो दैट
right, sir.
स्पीक्स फॉर योरसेल्फ. जब आप अपने PIQ में सारे वो एकेडमिक्स लिखोगे, it will reflect that in last 16 years you have gained knowledge, you have gained, experience, and when you will mention, it will also align with your profile. Okay,
Right, sir.
बट इसको एक बार लिख लीजिए, 6 to 7 लाइन्स में एक आंसर को लिख लीजिए एंड देन यू ट्राई, इट विल बी मच बेटर. ओके,
Right, sir.
ओके. हेमंत, प्लीज गो अहेड.
Yes, sir. I wanted to become an officer because, sir, first there are so many reasons. Like my birth and upbringing is completely in Mahu, so I have seen uniforms since childhood only. Second is I am also studied from APS Mahu, so there are so many officers used to come to the function. So I have also seen them. I have seen their personality, seen their confidence and everything. My father is also in army. He is also serving in MCT Mahu, so he also motivates me, and like he also motivates me to join. And the main reason and the biggest source of inspiration is, sir, my brother. Like he is also flight lieutenant in Indian Air Force, and I have seen that how his life has been changed and how better person he has become during the service. and he was the first officer in our bloodline, and I wanted to continue his legacy. I wanted to become second in my bloodline. So these are the reasons I wanted to become.
सो जो पहले 3 पॉइंट आपने बोले उसको आप थोड़ा सा शॉर्ट एंड क्रिस्प कर सकते हो, जो मैंने आपको इंटरव्यू में बताया भी था कि सर आई हैव माय अपब्रिंगिंग इन महू, हैव स्टडीड इन एपीएस, it has given me a complete army lifestyle. Okay. Secondly, my father and my brother has been, like अब आप इसको थोड़ा सा differentiate कर सकते हो कि my father is working in MCT and my brother is a flight lieutenant in Indian Air Force, and I have seen उसके बाद जो आपने continue किया, right? So try to, your answers are good now. Just try to keep it in 5 to 6 lines. Rest all is good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
लास्टली एक चीज जो आपको ऐड करनी है कि आप अपनी अब आपने बता दिया कि आपको ज्वाइन क्यों करना है, what army can give to you, right? Lifestyle,
Yes.
legacy, respect, whatever. But what you can give it to army in return. That means जो भी आपने सीखा है, चाहे स्पोर्ट्स हो, एकेडमिक्स हो, आप क्या कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकते हो आर्मी के लिए, वो भी आपको मेंशन करना है. That can be through
Yes.
your sports, that can be through your academics, that can be through other co-curricular, extracurricular activities, right? So आपको ये आइडेंटिफाई करना है
Yes, sir.
कि आप what you can give back to army. Okay.
Yes,
तो
sir.
वो चीज आपको मेंशन करनी है. ओके. लास्टली अक्षरा, प्लीज गो अहेड.
Jain sir. So, since childhood, I was. Am I audible? Hello.
You are audible.
Since
Yes, you
childhood,
are
I
audible
was
to me.
having.
Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Since childhood, I was having that inherent inspiration and motivation that I want to serve my country or I want to lead my country. Along with that, I was highly inspired by the martyrs of our country and the freedom fighters, the high Josh which they carry and their love for the nation, irrespective of any religion, any language, any caste. Only they see the nation. And when I see the army people, the soldiers, that feeling was completely different since childhood. Unfortunately, I was having no one to guide me that what is the ultimate way so I can go into the armed forces. But then I decided to go into the field of judiciary, which is my ultimate aim today. But in college, then I got selected in the NCC Naval Wing. Then I got an idea of SSB serious. I've got in different fields in the arm field from different people. Then uh, I I am giving an attempt like through gaining some knowledge whether like it is fortunately if I'll get selected in that and I can, because to wearing an uniform, that pride and to serve for the nation and only nation regardless of anything, that is my ultimate thing. So that's
Okay.
giving this
Okay.
attempt.
So now, few suggestions. Firstly, that is good that you get inspired by seeing people in uniform. You have seen so many martyrs, and that inspires you. But nobody wants to die, right? So if you get emotional and if you get motivated by seeing martyrs, you need to understand they never wanted to die, right? So that can motivate you, but it will be always temporary, right? Because you need to find your own reason. Those, like, you can ask your fellow friends, those who are already in army, they joined army for different purposes, to support their family or to continue their sport or academics. But see, this is something, patriotism is something army will teach you, right? Under the training. So patriotism is something they know, it will be inculcated through the training. But what they want to know is what you can do in army, what you can contribute toward the army. And for that you need to relate it with your skill set, your upbringing, your qualities. Now I will tell you how you can frame your answer. First thing, you come from a civil background, right? Yes. So for people coming from a civilian background, haven't seen army army area cantonments or army life or lifestyle, the most important way or the start could be uniform, right? So right now you can say that, sir, I had an initial love for the uniform since childhood. Now you are in NCC, you must have seen RDC parades on television. So why didn't you include? This is very good. That is a very important reason for people coming from civilian background. RDC parade जो हर साल 26 जनवरी को दूरदर्शन पे दिखाई जाती है, that has been the biggest source of inspiration, right? You have seen people in uniform, you have
Yes,
seen
sir.
the whole country, different regiments, different units participating, showing their skill sets. That
Sir,
is
I
something you
went
need to
for
include.
the first phase of RDC also, but
Yes, so you
my
must include that as
yes.
well. So you can say, sir, coming from the civilian background, didn't know much about the army lifestyle and environment. The only source of motivation for me was the uniform. I always aspired to, to become an officer, to be in the uniform. I have been seeing RDC parades since my childhood. Though I did not get an opportunity, and I did not had much knowledge of how to join. But when I started my graduation in law, I came to know about NCC, and as soon as I got the opportunity, I joined. Now that will show your enthusiasm and zeal, right? Wherever you got the information, wherever you got the chance, you grabbed it. And now since when I'm in NCC, I keep on talking, discussing, knowing from my fellow colleagues, seniors, or whatever, and I am getting myself ready for joining the army. Now, this is something the background. Now, you are doing law, right? Or maybe you must be in sports or some extracurricular or co-curricular activity. How can you contribute, right, to the army? Army will definitely give you a better life, lifestyle, respect, family legacy, family security, health security, everything. But in return, what you can give back, right? So that is something you need to sit and you need to introspect. Okay, see
Sir,
how
but
can you
like
contribute. Hmm.
Sir, but like in honest answer, what I feel like since childhood, it was my same thought. Like
Hmm.
ultimate aim was to serve the nation in
Yes.
whatever field it could be. Like in
Hmm.
the field of judiciary also, my ultimate
Hmm.
aim is to bring the transformation and to establish the transparency in
Hmm.
the system.
Hmm.
So
Yes.
that is the
So see,
thing. If
serving the nation. So one thing is there. Uh, a person who picks up the garbage from our houses, he is also serving the nation in equal capability, right? It is just that the roles and responsibilities of everyone is different, right? He is also having the same thing, right? When he see the tricolor, he also gets emotional. When the national anthem plays, he also stands in attention. So he is also contributing in serving the nation in some way or the other, right? So when you will be part of the forces, whatever you will be doing, you will be serving the nation. Right now, if you are not, still you are doing something to serve the nation, correct?
mm,
So that is like a very common thing. But why right now the question is why you want to become an officer, but you take that question as why should we select you? Now this question will be more clearer to you, right?
mm,
Why should we select you, not other? Because other person will also serve the nation.
mm,
So technically, I will get my candidate. Both will
mm,
serve the nation. But
mm,
why should we select you over others, right?
mm.
Now
Got
this
the point,
question
sir.
is something you need to think. So you
Yes, sir.
must be having some qualities, some skill set which you can
Mm.
contribute. Once you will identify that, you will get your answer. Okay. So
Okay,
the
sir.
first day which I said, if why is clear, how is easy. So try to find your why. Your how will be very very easy. Okay.
Yes.
Hmm. Okay, so for everyone, this is the single most important question in the interview because this one question decides your vision, your attitude, your personality, that how motivated you are, how concentrated you are, and how much clarity of thoughts you have of joining Indian Army or becoming an officer in the Indian Army. So this question holds very high significance in the interview. You need to practice it. Now, since we have covered it in detail, just frame your answer in 6 to 7 lines, and whatever reasons you find helpful, that needs to be there. And this answer has to be very, very personal. It should come from your own life. Like you all have told your stories, I was able to relate that yes, it is coming from your own life, and that's what they need. They don't want copy paste answers because they keep on hearing the same. जो मैंने एक पेज ग्रुप में भेजा था उस पेज में आपको वो 4-5 पैरामीटर्स मिल जाएंगे जिन बिहाफ पे आप आंसर्स प्रिपेयर कर सकते हो. हाउएवर मोस्ट ऑफ यू हैव प्रिपेयर्ड ऑलरेडी. Whenever anyone has any doubt of not getting the answer why to join the army or why to become an officer in the army, just ask the question why. कि अगर आप यहाँ बैठ के एसएसबी की क्लासेस ले रहे हो, क्यों ले रहे हो? क्योंकि आपको सिलेक्ट होना है। सिलेक्ट क्यों होना है? क्योंकि आपको ऑफिसर बनना है। ऑफिसर क्यों बनना है? यहाँ से आपका मेन क्वेश्चन चालू होता है। ऑफिसर क्यों बनना है? फैमिली लेगेसी चेंज करनी है। ऑफिसर क्यों बनना है? स्पोर्ट्स में आगे जाना है, कंट्री को रिप्रेजेंट करना है। ऑफिसर क्यों बनना है? एक्स वाई जी। यहाँ से वाई नंबर 3 से आपका मेन आंसर चालू होता है, राइट? So if you all are coming here, sitting here for 2 hours, there must be a reason, right? So try to identify the core reason. For someone, it can be giving better facilities to their kids, to their family. For someone, it can be leading the sport, leading the team India to international forum. Whatever is the reason, try to identify your reason. Okay. Yes. Now, since you have identified two important elements, first is your SD, which we have done. Second is your why you want to join army or become an officer in the army. अब इन दो बिहाफ पे आपको आपकी ब्लैंक स्लाइड स्टोरी लिखनी है। तो आपकी जो ब्लैंक स्लाइड स्टोरी होती है वो इन्हीं तीनों का अलाइनमेंट होता है कि जो आपको बनना है, जिस रीजन से आपको ज्वाइन करना है, जो क्वालिटीज आप अपने में देखते हो, एंड जो आप अपने बारे में कह रहे हो, चाहे व्हाट यू थिंक अबाउट योरसेल्फ है या फैमिली, फ्रेंड्स, पेरेंट्स के थ्रू है, उस बिहाफ पे ही आपको आपकी स्टोरी लिखनी होती है। सो नाउ व्हाट यू विल बी डूइंग, यू ऑल ऑफ यू विल बी डूइंग टुडे, सिंस यू हैव योर एसडी एंड व्हाई यू वांट टू जॉइन आर्मी, इन दोनों चीज़ों को पढ़ना है एंड देन ट्राई टू रिलेट कि आपकी लाइफ में कौन सा ऐसा अचीवमेंट है या चैलेंज है जो बेस्ट है अभी तक का। जैसे आपने स्कूल लेवल पे कुछ किया, डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल पे कुछ किया, स्टेट लेवल पे कुछ किया, तो स्टेट लेवल का बेस्ट है, राइट? चाहे वो एकेडमिक्स हो, चाहे स्पोर्ट्स हो, चाहे फैमिली में कुछ आपने किया हो। यस हेमंत, वी विल कंटिन्यू। अभी एक बार सेशन कंप्लीट कर लेते हैं, देन वी विल डिस्कस फॉर फ्यू मिनट्स। सो वॉट एवर यू हैव डन इन योर लाइफ, उसमें से बेस्ट क्या है वो आपको ढूंढ के लिखना है। दैट विल बी योर ब्लैंक स्लाइड स्टोरी। ट्राई टू राइट एटलीस्ट 2 एंड कंपेयर कि उनमें से कौन सी बेटर है। जैसे आई विल टेल यू माइन, मेरे लिए 2 सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चैलेंजेस थे, 3 एक्चुअली। सबसे पहला कि आई फेल्ड इन क्लास 11th इन मैथ्स, देन हाउ आई स्टार्टेड एंड आई स्कोर्ड 95 in maths in 12th board. I was one of the city topper. It was one of the story जो मेरे लाइफ के लिए सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट थी, क्योंकि इसमें मेरे बहुत सारे OLQs निकल के आते। दूसरी स्टोरी, when I was in class 9th, my mother got sick of malaria. She was on a bed rest for 4 months. I was the eldest in the family. My elder sister got married. So I used to wake up at 5, prepare lunch, breakfast for my father, you know, then used to wake up my younger sibling, then get him ready, prepare the breakfast for him, sending him school, then जब वो वापस आता तो preparing lunch for him, शाम को पापा आते उसके पहले डिनर बना के रखना। इसी बीच में अपनी पढ़ाई भी मेंटेन की, कोचिंग भी गया, you know, maintained my sports also. Now this was definitely the most important 4 months for me, and I used this as my blank story, because इससे बहुत सारे OLQs निकल के आ रहे हैं, like responsibility, like leadership, like taking initiative, like family oriented, like concentrated, क्योंकि मैंने अपनी पढ़ाई का भी ध्यान रखा, right? So lot many OLQs will come out. तीसरी story कि when I was in 3rd year of my college, I was doing 3 things at a time. I was doing one job. I was simultaneously working for my patent, that is let's say related to college. At the same time, I was preparing for CDS and SSB. Now this was also difficult. I used to just get 2 hours of sleep in a day, in a complete day. Now how I managed those 1.5 years, that was also a very important part of my life. So मैंने ये चीज आइडेंटिफाई की एंड आई मेड अ स्टोरी ऑन दैट। इन तीनों में से तीनों ही अच्छी हैं, जब मुझे जो ठीक लगी मैंने वो लिख दी। जिन 2 में मैं रिकमेंड हुआ था उसमें आई हैव रिटन माई मदर्स स्टोरी, because that tells that, you know, I was responsible, I was taking initiative and lot many OLQs as well. So आप लोगों को भी क्या करना है, अपने लाइफ में से जो ऐसे चैलेंजेस हैं या अचीवमेंट्स हैं, यू नीड टू आइडेंटिफाई दोज अचीवमेंट्स एंड चैलेंजेस जो आप लोगों ने ऑलरेडी किया होगा, उनमें से जो बेस्ट लगे उन 2 स्टोरीज को पिक कर लो अपनी ब्लैंक स्लाइड के लिए एंड ट्राई टू अलाइन इट विथ SD एंड योर वाई रीजन। I hope everything is clear in this.
सर मोस्टली जो सर्विस कैंडिडेट्स है
हाँ
तो सर्विस रिगार्डिंग जो अचीवमेंट वो लिख सकता ना।
डेफिनेटली। तो जब से आपको मतलब पहली क्लास से लेकर के आज की डेट तक जो आपको बेस्ट अचीवमेंट लगा है या बेस्ट चैलेंज लगा है, आप वो लिख सकते हैं। मैंने
नहीं, वो
जैसे
नहीं
मैंने
सर।
3 फेजेस बताए कि पहला मैंने बताया जो 9th क्लास का था लॉन्ग बैक, दूसरा मैंने बताया क्लास 11th क्लास का था लॉन्ग बैक, तीसरा मैंने बताया जो कॉलेज टाइम का था, तो वो भी काफ़ी साल हो गए उस चीज़ को, राइट। सो यू कैन टेक एनी स्टोरी जो सबसे ज़्यादा चैलेंजिंग या जिसमें सबसे ज़्यादा अचीवमेंट आपने किया है, दैट इज़ व्हाट यू नीड टू राइट। ओके,
Right, sir.
एनी अदर डाउट?
Sir,
यस प्लीज गो अहेड।
sir, you asked me to differentiate between why you want to choose, why you chose these defense services over IPS. So I thought of an answer and came to an answer that while I was aware of the hostile neighbors, so I thought that the security of the borders is of far more importance than the comfort and luxury.
No, so I will help you out. You think that security of the borders is more important than internal security, is it?
No, sir, the comfort and luxury of IPS, I would say.
ओके, सो सी इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी भी उतनी ही इम्पोर्टेंट है जितनी एक्सटर्नल सिक्योरिटी। आपने बहुत बार देखा होगा आर्मी की डिप्लॉयमेंट्स होती हैं, सीआरपीएफ की डिप्लॉयमेंट होती हैं वेन एवर देयर इज एन नक्सल इशू, और मणिपुर और नॉर्थ ईस्ट में आपने देखा होगा देयर आर सो मेनी इशूज वेयर आर्मी हैज बीन डिप्लॉयड। सो इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी इज इक्वली इम्पोर्टेंट। हाउएवर इससे भी इस रीजन से भी मुझे आपके बारे में बहुत पता नहीं चल रहा, राइट। So try to relate it with the quality that you have, right? How you can contribute. थोड़ा सा और सोचिए and then we will discuss it again. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Any other doubt? Anyone?
Sir, regarding that CDS batch, sir, from last 2 days I'm trying. Sir, please help me
Let
out
me
after
sort it out
class.
today. Yeah, you can wait it. Wait for it. I will check it. So tech part मैं ही देखता हूँ. I will take care of it. By the way, browser से भी आप join नहीं कर पाए थे?
सर नहीं, वो कुछ शो ही नहीं हो रहा है, मैंने दोनों
अच्छा,
ट्राई किया उसका।
मैं चेक कर लेता हूँ, no worries. Okay. Today सेशन से रिलेटेड किसी को और भी कोई डाउट? ओके, सो आई विल टेक द साइलेंस एज नो डाउट। आप आज आप लोग क्या करेंगे, 2 ब्लैंक स्लाइड स्टोरीज लिख के हेडिंग डाल दीजिएगा ब्लैंक स्लाइड एंड आपका नाम, पीडीएफ शेयर कर दीजिएगा। टुडे वी हैव कंप्लीटेड द साइक एंड योर इंटरव्यू पार्ट। कल से आप लोगों के इंटरव्यू की प्रिपरेशन स्टार्ट हो जाएगी। दैट मीन्स अपूर्वा मैम एंड आई वी विल बी कनेक्टिंग इंडिविजुअली विद ईच वन ऑफ यू एंड वी विल बी गाइडिंग यू फॉर द इंटरव्यू। तो अब आप लोग अपना PIQ फाइनली फिल कर लीजिए। देन आपके जो भी आंसर्स हैं, जो CIQs हमने डिस्कस किए हैं, अगर कोई CIQ पेंडिंग है या कुछ भी पेंडिंग है वो कंप्लीट कर लीजिए। टुमारो ऑनवर्ड्स योर इंटरव्यू प्रिपरेशन विल स्टार्ट। अपूर्वा मैम विल गेट इन टच विद यू इंडिविजुअली एज पर योर्स एंड हर्स अवेलेबिलिटी एंड द इंटरव्यू विल स्टार्ट। कल से हम लोग GTO पे स्टार्ट कर देंगे। GDN लेक्चरेट आप लोगों का हो चुका है। We will start with the military planning exercise. Okay, so military planning exercise is definitely very important. Tomorrow onwards we will start that. Okay, and next Monday से आप लोगों के पर्सनल इंटरव्यूज जो है वो स्टार्ट हो जाएंगे। दतार सर के साथ जो है वो 28 to 4 के बीच में we will plan again for all of the serving candidates and remaining के यहाँ पे होंगे। Yes please.
Sir, on 25th evening I'm coming to Indore for 3 days or 2 days, sir, I'm coming.
Yes, so that is very good. आप अपूर्वा मैम से कोऑर्डिनेट कर लेना एंड जिस भी दिन आप अवेलेबल हो एंड दतार सर विल बी अवेलेबल, यू कैन प्लान योर पर्सनल इंटरव्यू। ओके, and when you will go to sir, before that please fill the PIQ form and send it to Apurva ma'am, so she will share it with the person.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So हेमंत यू कैन स्टे। जो भी आपके डाउट्स हैं या टिप्स हैं वो अपन डिस्कस कर लेते हैं एंड अक्षरा आप भी वेट कर लीजिए, आई विल रिजॉल्व योर टेक इशू। रेस्ट ऑल ऑफ यू कैन ड्रॉप। ओके,
सर एक और डाउट है सर, तो CAQ PDF करके भेजना है या बस रेडी रखना है?
CIQ मैं जब आपसे पूछूंगा इंडिविजुअली, अभी आप लोग रख लीजिए उसको, जब मैं आपसे पूछूंगा दैट टाइम वी विल बी करेक्टिंग इट इन द लाइव क्लास।
एक और डॉट जो एक क्वेश्चन, हाउ डू यू स्पेंड योर मनी एंड हाउ डू यू सेव, इसको कैसे हम फ्रेम कर सकते हैं?
इसको
कुछ
कैसे कर सकते हैं? अच्छा, तो जैसे आपकी अभी शादी हो
फ्रेम
चुकी
करना।
है तो what do you do? You send your money to your wife and then she takes care of the financial
No, she is
expenses.
also earning, so I don't have nothing to
Okay,
share
she is
with.
also earning. So in that case, you can mention जिस भी तरह से आप करते हो, जैसे कुछ पार्ट आप SIP लगाते होगे, कुछ पार्ट आप
Yes.
सेविंग्स में लगते होगे, तो जो भी आपका मान लो, जैसे इंडिया क्या करता है, बजट क्या करता है, 1 रुपए को कंसिडर करते हैं टोटल बजट से, एंड उसमें 20 पैसा डिफेंस, मतलब 20,000 करोड़, इस तरह से रेशियो निकालते हैं। जो भी आपकी सैलरी है उसमें से आप जो करते हो, जैसे मैं आपको बताता हूँ, दिस इज समथिंग आई फॉलो, जो भी मेरा अर्निंग होता है पर्सनल, इस तरह से मैं पूरा लिख के रखता हूँ के साथ, दैट गिव्स मी अ क्लियर पिक्चर कि मुझे अपना पैसा कहाँ खर्च करना है, कितना खर्च करना है। यस विष्णु, यू कैन ड्रॉप दैट्स फाइन। सो आप क्या करिए, एक पेज पे लिख लीजिए कि जो भी आपका सैलरी है और उसको आप कहाँ कहाँ स्पेंड करते हो सकता है पर्सनल एक्सपेंसेस है, दोस्तों के साथ पार्टी वार्टी में कुछ स्पेंड करते हो, SIP लगाते हो, कुछ पैसा घर पे बेचते होगे, राइट। तो जो भी आप जिस भी तरह से अपने मनी को यूज करते हो, देन आप कुछ इमरजेंसी फंड रखते होगे कि अगर मान लीजिए कोई इमरजेंसी आ गई तो अमाउंट होना चाहिए। देन आप साल में कभी ट्रिप प्लान करते होगे या अपने घर जाते होगे, तो आप उसके लिए कुछ सेव करते होगे, राइट। Then if you guys are planning, like you and your partner, you both are planning for, let's say, a child, so definitely you must have started saving for the same. तो जिस भी तरह से आप अपने फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग करते हो, दैट इज द सेम थिंग यू नीड टू मेंशन। हाउएवर ये क्वेश्चन ज्यादातर नॉन वर्किंग कैंडिडेट से पूछा जाता है, लाइक +2 कैंडिडेट से जिनको पॉकेट मनी मिलती है, जस्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड कि वो लोग ओवर स्पेंड तो नहीं करते अननेसेसरी चीजों पे। But yes, since it is part of the CIQ, you can definitely prepare it. Okay.
I heard that the service candidates also met with the same questions from the interviewer.
Yeah, the CIQ questions are same. So that's what I told you. जब SSB स्टार्ट हो गई थी बहुत पहले, तो ये कंप्लेंट आने लगी थी कि हर किसी से डिफरेंट क्वेश्चन पूछे जाते हैं, किसी से इजी, किसी से टफ। तो DIPR फ्रेम्ड अ स्पेसिफिक सेट ऑफ क्वेश्चन जिसको हम CIQ कहते हैं। वही क्वेश्चन सभी से पूछे जाते हैं, बेस्ड ऑन व्हाट यू आंसर, उस पर आपका क्रॉस क्वेश्चनिंग डिफरेंट होता है। लाइक किसी की हॉबी सिंगिंग हो सकती है, किसी की हॉबी बुक रीडिंग हो सकती है, तो वहाँ पे क्वेश्चन चेंज हो जाएंगे। कोई 10th क्लास में 90% लाया होगा, कोई 10th क्लास में 63% लाया होगा, वहाँ पे क्वेश्चन चेंज हो सकते हैं, राइट। सो क्रॉस क्वेश्चन चेंज, बट द बेसिक फ्रेमवर्क ऑफ CIQ इज सेम फॉर एवरी SSB, चाहे आप 10+2 NDA के लिए जाएं या आप सर्विस कैंडिडेट SCO के लिए जाएं।
Right, sir.
Okay. Yes.
Thank you,
Sir,
sir.
I have any doubt because sir, and I have some loans also because home loan, I have home loan, so I can mention कि one EMI go to the home loan.
Sorry, आपकी आवाज ब्रेक हो गई, if you can repeat.
Sir, I have home loan also, so I can mention कि I have home loan and one EMI is go
हाँ,
to the home
डेफिनेटली
loan.
डेफिनेटली। अगर भाई ऑब्वियसली आप कमा इसलिए रहे हो ताकि आप एक घर बनवा पाओ, अगर आपकी होम लोन है, कार लोन है, डेफिनेटली आपको मेंशन करनी है। इससे क्या पता चलेगा कि यू आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल, यू आर टेकिंग द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ द फैमिली, राइट। सो अगर है तो सी, दैट्स व्हाट आई वाज सेइंग, यू हैव टू बी वेरी वेरी ऑनेस्ट। बस हमें करना क्या है, क्या नहीं बताना है, वो हम आपको पहले ही बता देते हैं। सो if you have taken the responsibility of your home, if you have a home loan or a car loan or education loan of your child, whatever it is, be very very happy to share, because that is not any wrong thing you are doing, right?
That's it.
Okay. Okay, so thank you so much. आप लोग ड्रॉप कर जाइए। जय हैज अ क्वेश्चन, सो जय कैन स्टे एंड हेमंत एंड अक्षरा कैन स्टे। बाकी आप लोग ड्रॉप कर जाइए। लेट मी
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Jain, sir.
ओके, थैंक यू, जय हिंद।
Sir, good night, sir. Jai Hind, sir.
गुड नाइट।